Welcome back to an episode of We Are Again, somewhere down here. And the previous recording actually kind of got messed up, so I'm just going to do this again and pretend that nothing happened. Righty, so we have ourselves, well, a nice Phylactery Room, or at least there was a nice entrance there. And look at this, it's actually pretty interesting. These are traps, and
neutralize this thing before
there's a really nice way of getting rid of those traps, and you just move something on top of it, and all of a sudden it just works, which is pretty sweet. Alright, same procedure. In this case we... that was the wrong location. So, do this instead. Pretty sweet.
Looks like this place has been sealed up for a century or two.
Now we have a little bit of an issue here.
Good reason why no one dared to enter in the meantime.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. And the reason is that everything in here is a trap, and we have to find the right phylactery. Which one could it be?
Here lies Withermoore the sage.
Definitely not a sage.
Here lies Withermoore the noxious.
Also, no noxious, by the way, because I kind of know what happens here.
Here lies Withermoore the supplicant.
Also not the one.
Here lies Withermoore the yellow-bellied.
Well, he may be a little bit of a belly fella, but
Here lies Withermoore the cold-hearted.
he is actually a very cold-hearted dude. Anyway, there are some enemies that are getting spawned in here, and the fight was actually really tricky. And in this case, we're just going to open this jar up. Yeah, that's great. Doesn't seem to be the right one though. Wait a minute, which one was it? Maybe it was the... Was it the left one then? Oh no. Please don't be the left one. Oh no.
You sense a great
It was the left one. Oh, not the right one. Anyway. That kind of almost backfired. Anyway, don't open all of those phylacteries at once. It might be really difficult. In this case...
From its depths,
take this one here.
Howls. This must be the container that holds Lord Withermoore's soul.
Hey.
Withermoore held his end of the bargain. We should hold ours.
And indeed,
It would
we
be
do.
cruel to keep a man's soul when we could easily free it.
Does our word mean nothing? Destroy the jar!
Nah, his soul has been ensnared so long, he deserves freedom.
The jar smashes to smithereens on the floor.
So, and this is how you do that. There's also another thing that is down here. There's like an awful lot of coffins and so on, but there's actually not that much interesting stuff in it. The only thing that we may get from it is like the random loot or whatnot. But this one here,
Has a strange silhouette.
this is really interesting.
There's a deep fissure beneath the statue's right hand.
Now let's look at it a little bit more closely.
The stone there is a curious color, as though it was added after the statue was carved.
Well, very interesting. Let's scratch the opening.
A chunk of stone falls from the statue. There's something hidden inside.
Yeah, and we got ourselves the Tyrant's Stride, which is a very interesting artifact, in fact. So, because it's this one here. And not only does it have an enormous amount of physical armor, which is really cool, it also has a interesting little effect. Let's give it to this fella, because he may benefit from it a lot, and then we can see what happens.
It's been cursed.
It's cursed. Thank goodness we can actually get rid of it, but it slows down your dodging and also your movement speed. So if we just get the other pants again, like look at this, it's 2.5 and this is minus 30. And now it's 0% dodging because this is the standard on this fella, and 5. So it basically halves the speed. In this case, we should definitely know that. Well, at least take it into account when we try to use that armor. It would be nice to actually maybe teleport the character that has that pants on, so that he doesn't need to move that far. That's the main idea behind it. So, let's see. And now we have... Ooh, Fossil Strike Skill. I don't even know if I found this one before. I don't know. It could be new, it could also not be new. Anyway.
Keeping watch over your bounty, I take it. Quite the stare you've got.
The interesting bit is that this fella doesn't seem to have any items on it. Or at least there's... Maybe you have to decide either the left or the right one. But in this case, we went for the left one instead. So, we're not going to trigger those phylacteries because, as I said, I don't want to fight those things. The idea is to focus down one of them at a time because they're... And also, they are undead creatures. We don't want to do that. So, we actually got freed Withermoore. Now we only have to do one thing. We have to get back to Withermoore. And how do we actually do this? Because the whole thing is a real maze, and I have to figure out a nice way of getting there. We can go down here. And from this area, we are actually going... wait a minute. All the way down here. The thing is, I can't seem to actually select a location on the minimap. That would have been really sweet. So let's see, all the way down here. And this one gets us to the entrance at the beach. And once we are at the beach, we just have to walk a few meters, and then we're actually really, really close to the other cave, which was the one with Withermoore in it. Like, it's so many caves, everything very close by. The reason why I don't want to exit through the main entrance in for Joy is because I noticed that I'm gonna get attacked. I don't know why, but those guards are a bit too aggressive for my liking. Just say. Righty, now let's get out of here. So, now where's the entrance? All the way over here. Can't read. Ah, there we go. Now we can interact with it. Let's get in there. So, back in the cave we are. Let's check on Withermoore. So, Withermoore. Somewhere all the way down here. Ah, poor fella. Not the most healthy of the guys. But anyway, look at this. It's really neat. This belt may become very handy. Actually, yeah, I should give it to... I don't know who got this thing. I think it was the Beast who got the belt for it. Anyway, let's just pick this up and talk to Mody.
Wither, wake up, please.
And the poor fella. Oh, really? Like, this ring is actually new. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So if you just load a previous game, then all of a sudden the characters in here have different items in it. Because I definitely know that the elegant ring was not on Mody the last time I checked on him. It was actually different items. So now that we know that characters can have different items, that means like every time you load and stuff, at least every time you load, that means that we can try to use this to our advantage. Maybe I have to like save scum a little bit in order to get really good stuff. That's a really nice idea. Alrighty. This episode was actually very, 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 very quick because there's not much that happened. At least now we know which is the correct phylactery. And also, if you want to fight and get some additional experience, you can definitely do that. Just keep in mind that there are strong enemies and you probably have to load a little bit if you're not that good at the game. Or at least if you aren't that well equipped like me. Anyhow, until next time then, like and subscribe as usual, and ta-ta.